Governor Godwin Obaseki, candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the September 19 governorship election in Edo State on Sunday, said his major opponent is Comrade Adams Oshiomole, the former national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), and not Pastor Sagezi Iyamu, the party's governorship candidate. Addressing newsmen in Lagos, the governor said Iyamu is not a factor in the election as the people of the state are determined not to give him their mandate based on his antecedents and what Oshiomole has revealed about him. While retweeting that the governorship election will put a final nail to the coffin of godfatherism in the state, Obaseki, who said godfatherism threatens the democratic rights of the people, added that he has a mission to end the practice of Edo State. On the issue of violence, Obaseki said he is concerned about protecting the people of Edo State from an election rigged with violence and bloodshed. He said the APC orchestrated Saturday's violence at the Oba of Benin's palace so as to create fear in the minds of Edo people on election day. He said, "My re-election is not worth the lives of any individual, and so I will do everything within my power to ensure the election is peaceful," he said. On the claim by the opposition that he has done nothing in the last 4 years, the governor said he has done a lot and has received commendations from within and outside Nigeria, including the World Bank. He said, "I have 2,000 projects, but I have not commissioned one. My goal is to build, but allow the people to use it to commission it," he said. Okay. Politicians will always be politicians. Of course, he said his main opponent is Oshiomole, not Iyamu. Of course, that is just the way it is. And like I've been saying, the way Oshiomole is coming now to say, oh, he's sorry that he sold bad market to them. And people have been asking, who made you manufacturer and seller? Who made you a marketer in the first place? What right do you have to sell anybody to anybody? Of course, anybody can sell anything. It now depends on the people if they really want to buy whatever you are selling to them, whether a bad product or a good product. Well, the governor needs to do more and tell the people what he has done, because that is even the most important thing. If you really need to come back, you just have to let the world know. Of course, you have been making some list of what you have done, but you have to do better, you have to do more, and let it ring louder compared to, or more than the way you are talking about Oshiomole and Iyamu. You have to ring it louder because people need to see what you have done. People need to be more convinced. But everything, no matter what he says, to you see the Edo people who are on ground, because Oshiomole has said he's a MOU governor, that he has not done anything. Everything is just still on pipeline, not executed. And he needs to talk more on that, on what he has done, and that's what people are calling him to do. Of course, everybody is going to be saying, oh, I belong to this, I belong to that, I have done this, he has done this, he has done that. But what the extent of what you have done, how has he affected the people? That is what we are talking about. Because it goes beyond, oh, whether Oshiomole is your opponent or Iyamu is not the one who is not your opponent and all of that. We know all the things that have been playing out. Let's even leave that aside. Let's dive into reality. We would like those who are supporting Obaseki to tell us the exact thing that he has done, that everybody has benefited, really benefited, because we are hearing pockets of things that he has done from time to time. Oh, this issue of education, this issue of this and that. I think the people really need to know and see better than what we've been hearing, tangible things that people can really pinpoint. I could remember when the governor was talking about how this issue of trafficking to Europe of the women and all of that they be able to put a stop to it, talking about how the education in the system in the state has been digitalized, and all manner of things. But we need more things. I cannot be saying them, those are the things he said, but I don't know whether those things are on ground for people to see and Edo people to say yes and all of that. See what happened on Saturday. We were hearing some people shouting this and that. Oh, Obaseki this, Obaseki that. And also, some people say, oh, they are paid talks. And we saw a video of Iyamu saying what he could say, and everybody saying, oh, is this the person that they want to hand over the state for, and all of that. Just that the politicians cannot really be trusted. We as the people, we have not gained anything. We have not benefited anything enough from them, from all of them. All of the projects they have been talking are just a window dressing. They are just window dressing. So my advice of Obaseki, if you want to get the people, you have to dwell more on what you have done. Dwell more on what you have done. I think that's what will sell you out. That will put you on a pedestal that yes, you have really done much. So that's just the way I see it. So meanwhile, someone says here Obaseki is a traitor and rebel. Talking of putting an end to godfatherism and election rigging after he benefited from it to show he's a chameleon and desperado. Okay. Someone say true talk is a betrayer and a rebel. Correct. He thought he's smart. Meanwhile, the office of governor was given to him through Oshiomole, which I refer to as godfather to him. And also Wike, the governor of Rivers State, is also a godfather to Obaseki. And in PDP wings, too, Obaseki is also worse than a godfather because it's a dictatorship. To me, I just believe that if really Oshiomole fought the issue of godfatherism, which they believe it was okay, and Oshiomole wanted to make himself a godfather as well, that Obaseki is trying to fight again. So peradventure, if he wins, if he wants to become a godfather, they will still show him the way out. So gradually, Edo people will begin to understand that this issue of godfatherism, it will not work. In most states, it doesn't work, but in some states, it works. So if Edo State can eradicate that, fine, because you cannot be preaching something and you are doing something different. That is just the way I see it. And someone says here that Obaseki can't campaign without mentioning Oshiomole. Oshiomole is Obaseki project. Of course, it's vice versa. Another says Obaseki is truly a political neophyte. This is hardly the right thing to say a day after a mega launch of a governorship election campaign, knowing that Oshiomole made him governor is promoting fear. Okay, continue to fight Oshiomole while your real opponent is winning the people to his side. Forget everything about Oshiomole, is half dead. Okay, majority of Edo people are not serious. You complain about killings, Fulani Esme, all manner of things everywhere in your state, bad government of APC. You still want to vote for the same party that has been making your lives unbearable. Think about your future, your unborn children. Say no to APC government if you want to come out from killing and raping. Of course, it does not in that area. I don't even think any of them worth celebrating when it comes to security. We have a PDP Delta state is a PDP state. We have a other PDP state. Of course, we have other PDP states that a lot of these things are going on. In that area, all of them are guilty. All of them are guilty. Which state do you think that ESME and all of those things have not been happening, and yet they are PDP states? So these people, you don't just even take them for heart. Even when Obaseki was still in APC. No, of course, not quite long he left APC. This issue of Esme and all of that, he never said anything about it because their focus then, they were fighting each other, himself and Oshiomole. They were going back and forth until he defected to PDP. Issue of Esme has been there, and he never made mention of it. And even when a lot of problems were going on with this issue of Esme clashing with people here and there, he never said anything. So in that area of for security or insecurity, as you may want to put it, they are all the same. They are getting, what do they get? Security votes. What do they do with their security votes? Nothing. They do nothing with their security votes. We have a Esme issue in Delta State. What difference did he make, even as a governor of a PDP governor in that state? So these people, to me, they are not doing well. All of them are not doing well. But the reason why we are speaking all of these things is that we need to continue to start eradicating all these abnormalities, all these shenanigans, because we can't say, oh, because this one does it, now because this one is my fan, then I have to, if he does it, it does not make any meaning, it doesn't mean, it doesn't whatever. No, whether Obaseki, whether Oshiomole, whether Iyamu, things have been going wrong in this country that all of them are not speaking up. Even Iyamu too, have you ever seen him speaking on the situation of things, even in the states. I've never seen him speaking until when this election of a thing came up. So they are not just there for the people. They are just there for power show. They are just there to get the title. They are just there to be getting the allowances and the remunerations that go with the position. That is all what they want. It's either you are looking for money, or you are looking for power, or you are looking for relevance, or to be politically relevant. That is what majority of them are doing. We know it. We know it. If you cannot do a program, or if you cannot do a project or a development, or bring the development that is spectacular, not all this I tire road, I do this and that, I brought this in. No, those are not the things that we want at this age and time. Those are not the things that we want. We have gone past all this mushroom projects. We are supposed to have gone past through all these window dressing projects. That's just the way I see it. Well, Obaseki has said Oshiomole is a major opponent. Why not Iyamu? And someone is saying, oh, you are better face Iyamu, because Iyamu is winning a lot of people to his side, and you will be there and fighting with Oshiomole. I don't know whether you agree to that, but let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you very much for always being there. Bye.